Le soutien fort de l'UE à la Palestine en pleine crise. Découvrez le rôle vital de l'UE dans le soutien à la Palestine et la promotion de la paix.
Thank you. Dear Prime Minister Mustafa, it's good to be here in Ramallah today. The EU's relations with Palestine are getting stronger. In less than a month, we will be holding our first ever high-level political dialogue in Brussels with Palestine. This is an important basis to increase our cooperation in many areas. So let me thank you for welcoming me here today. Although I wish it was under different circumstances. The EU strongly opposes the resumption of war. It is causing an appalling and unacceptable loss of life in Gaza. My message during my visit here are very clear. Hamas must release all hostages. Israel must fully reinstate humanitarian aid to Gaza, and negotiations must resume. Prime Minister, you can count on the EU's support to return to the ceasefire. Our EU-bound Rafah border crossing mission is ready to resume its monitoring activity at the Rafah crossing point. Recently, it helped more than 4,000 people cross over to Egypt, many of them and to seek much-needed medical aid. It's hard to talk about the reconstruction while the bombs are falling. But the Prime Minister and I also discussed the Arab plan for Gaza, which is something that the EU supports as a basis. The European Union is the biggest donor of aid to Palestinians in Gaza and in the occupied West Bank. And we will play our part in Gaza's reconstruction. As we move forward, it is clear that Hamas cannot have a future role in governance. The exact form of governance will take more discussion, of course, and we have those discussions in the future. But European Union sees the Palestinian Authority as best placed to govern Gaza. Here, Prime Minister, you can also count on the EU's support in helping the Palestinian Authority to prepare. Last year, we provided over almost 400 million euros in emergency support to Palestinian Authority. Now we are preparing for a longer term support conditional on government reforms. And while further discussions on how to share costs for Gaza's reconstruction are needed, let me say this. Palestinians for whom Gaza is their home must be able to return. Finally, on the West Bank, the EU sees Israeli military operations causing more displacements and more destruction. Settler violence and new settlements under construction are undermining the prospect of two-state solution, when the two-state solution is really the only path to sustainable peace. This is the position of the European Union. Thank you again, Prime Minister. I look forward to our close cooperation and also welcoming you in Brussels next month. Thank you.
Thank you.